So students, today we are going to learn about the paraphrasing. Let's see what we can learn in this topic. Paraphrase is something that you can convert in your own words. Paraphrasing is like a summary, but it is not like complete summary. Summary can be a short form of the original passage, but paraphrasing can be a bit longer. Now, see what is the paraphrasing. Paraphrasing is restating a passage in simpler language. In order to paraphrase well, you must read the passage carefully, understand the meaning of the passage, and rewrite the passage in your own words. So, paraphrase is something original passage is given to you, then you have to convert that original passage in your own words. So, paraphrasing mean to say that you have to give your own words to the given passage. Again, there is one more definition of paraphrase: a rewriting of a specific passage from someone else. It is written in your own words without changing the original meaning or removing any information. Now, the paraphrasing can be done by following five steps. Step number one: you have to read the given original passage several times, at least read it three times. Then step 2, you have to note down the key concepts in given in the original passage. Then in step 3, you have to write your own version. Means first of all you need to read very carefully, okay, because reading can make you to understand the idea. Then in step 2, you have to highlight or you have to note down the different concepts given in the original passage. Then in the third step, you have to write down your own version without looking at the original passage. Then in step 4, you have to compare the text given in the original passage and the passage which you have written in your own notebook. So in the fourth step, you have to compare these two things. Then the fifth step is to cite the source. Means you can see that there is a kind of a source here. I want to mention here source. This is the source, okay. This source can be seen by searching the Google. So few original passage gives this kind of a source. You can find out from where the original passage has been given. So this source can help you out to understand that from where the original passage has been taken. This step you can avoid, okay. It's not compulsory. There are few tips from which you can understand and you can paraphrase. The first tip is start at a different point from the original. Okay, whenever you have any kind of original passage, you need to start the same thing in a different way. Second tip is that you have to use a synonymous. If one word is given in the original passage, then you have to put the synonym of that word which is given in the original passage in your own written stuff. Change the sentence structure, and it is also very necessary that in the original passage, if something is given, if one structure is given, if something is in active voice, so in your own text you have to convert into the passive voice. If something is direct speech, you have to convert it into indirect speech. Fourth is break up long sentences or combine shorter ones. Okay, so if the original passage gives you the longer sentences, then you have to put the shorter sentences to make your passage more precise and more brief and more interesting. So these were the five steps and tips which we learned in paraphrasing. So again, the paraphrasing is something that you have to rewrite the specific passage which is given to you. Now you can see this is the example. There is original text and one paraphrased. Now let's see what we can learn in this kind of text. See, now this is the original text, okay. So Willy Wonka was famous for his delicious candy. Children and adults loved to eat it. So paraphrases: Willy Wonka was known throughout the world because people enjoyed eating the tasty candy. Now here you can understand famous word. Now in original passage, if famous word is given, then in your paraphrase there is written known throughout the world. Okay, famous mean to say something which is very known to everybody. Now again we have the word delicious. Okay, delicious is something like when you enjoy by eating it. So eating the tasty candies and enjoying it is kind of a same thing. Now children and adults loved to eat it. Now here is the children and adults, and here the people is giving. Okay, so this thing like here loved to eat it, so here we say the enjoyed to eat it. So these kind of changes we can make in our paraphrasing, and it's just like summarizing something, but summary is even more precise. But paraphrasing can be paraphrasing words can be of the same limit as of the original passage. We have no need to worry about it. Okay, so I hope that you understood the paraphrasing. Now I shall give you some work, practice work. I shall give you a paragraph in which you will in which you have to convert it, which you have to paraphrase it. Okay, thanks, have a nice